Before the break, she told us her sister Laura and Eula Lee did briefly touch North Korean soil before their arrest. Lisa is back with us now in an exclusive interview tonight. Lisa, I do want to go back to that for 1 second. That's really, I think, unless I'm wrong here, it's the first time that we've actually heard that, or it sounds like, you know, they've come forward or had the chance to say that. Talk to me a little bit more, if you could, about what Laura told you about those moments.
You know, that's really it. I mean, it was something that, you know, they were never planning to do originally. I mean, I said this before, that when they left U.S. soil, they never intended to cross into North Korea. And, you know, I mean, she said that it was maybe 30 seconds, and then, you know, everything just sort of got chaotic. And again, it's a very powerful story, and she does want to share it, but I just really want to let her do that.
Right, which is understandable. I have to ask you, what was going through your mind as you saw your sister walk down the steps of that plane yesterday morning?
You know, I think that it was the most glorious sight that I have ever seen. I mean, before yesterday, it had been weeks since I heard her voice, and the Swedish ambassador, Mats Foyer, who was their only non-North Korean lifeline between the girls and us, hadn't seen them for over a month. So, and also whenever she would call, even though she said she was okay, didn't know, because the calls were being monitored and so on. So we really had no idea of how they were or where they were. So just seeing them walk down those stairs, and being able to walk, frankly, was just a sight that I cannot even describe in words. I mean, it was just so beautiful, and it was truly the happiest day of my life.
I think that's understandable. You mentioned a little bit earlier, you talked about Hannah, who I think has captured everyone's heart. And I know we've showed a number of times the picture that she drew, one time with Anderson, spoke with you and Ian and her father, Michael, and how her mother was no longer in that picture. You said she hasn't let go of her mom since. Has she talked about her mom at all since she got home, or even leading up to it? Do you think she understood that Mommy really was coming home?
I think she did think that Mommy was coming home, and you know, she was able to talk to Yuna one time when Yuna called, and Yuna was really smart. She called Michael and said, "Let me call you right back," and leave a phone message on the voicemail. And on it, she said that Mommy was going to be back soon, and that she loved her, so that they could play it for Hannah all the time. And so I actually think that of all of us, little Hannah had the most confidence that she would be seeing her mom soon. I mean, she just maintained such an incredible spirit. And the day of, you know, when we were watching on television, on CNN, the plane arriving in Burbank, Hannah was just exuberant, saying, "Mommy's on that plane." I mean, she was just so excited. You saw her skipping up to the plane, and it was just, that was something that just completely, you know, brought tears to all of our eyes, because it's just been a long time coming.
Yeah, that it has, and a long fight to get there. What's the first thing your sister asked for yesterday? What did she want to do?
All she really wanted to do was just go home and be with her family. You know, there wasn't, you know, again, she's been without us and in relative isolation, and she just wanted to sit in a room with all of us. And I mean, we were just, I mean, it was really an emotional sort of fiasco. We all just couldn't stop crying, and we had to just keep pinching ourselves, because we were almost in disbelief that this day had finally arrived.
Well, I know you still have a lot of catching up to do. Lisa, we can't thank you enough for taking the time to be with us tonight, and please thank your sister as well for letting you share some of those details. And we wish you the best as you continue to get reacquainted and enjoy your time together.
Thanks a lot.